prepare yourself. Watcha! Ooh, very smoky. Welcome to Celestial Week, where we are going to be doing lots of different makeup looks that include palettes based on the theme of the stars, constellations, and other celestial things, such as the Dominique Cosmetic Celestial Storm palette. If you know me, you know that I like to have a schedule for filming, editing, uploading, and basically everything in my life. But also, if you know me, you know that I got my wisdom teeth out last week. And I'm still puffy, I'm still pretty sore, and I have these gnarly bruises that look like someone tried to make me into a marionette doll, like, you know what I'm talking about? But that's not gonna stop me from trying out this palette or from having a very relaxed and glorious week where we are all raising our spirits, connecting to the earth around us, appreciating that we have a brighter future than we did for these past 4 years. So I'm gonna go and put on my makeup so that it can look a little bit more normal to cover up these bruises, and I'm just gonna be gentle with my face. I wanna make sure that I don't affect the healing process whatsoever, so I'm just gonna, won't beat the face, I'll just, you know, tap the face. And then I'll be back for us to try out this incredible palette. People of Earth, it has been a long time since I was sitting here. I think it's been like 8 hours, maybe 7 hours. All right, let's get into the palette, the Celestial Storm palette by Dominique Cosmetics. This palette came out a year ago. I know it's not new, but it's new to me, and I cannot wait to use it. Look at these colors. There are 6 mattes and then 6 shimmers. They are beautiful and stunning. And luckily, the DC that is stamped into them is actually deep enough so that when I swatch them, we don't have some tragedy where the DC goes away, which is awesome. So, I'm gonna show you, as always, the shimmers on one hand, the mattes on the other. First we have Astrid Lust, which is this gorgeous purple. And then there's Mystic Ice, the turquoise. The brownie gray is called Zero Gravity. Then we have Lucid Dream, which is the only one that I've had fallout with so far. And then we have Storm Dust and Lunar Eclipse. Oops, sorry. Storm Dust and Lunar Eclipse. These mattes are incredible. The colors are coming up so pigmented, and I'm really excited to put these on my face. I hope that they blend well. Next, we're gonna look at the shimmers. Prepare yourself. We have Electric Amethyst, Stargaze, Eternal Light, and then down here we have Black Matter, Solstice, and Fireball. So look at these. Doesn't that just take your breath away? These are so beautiful. This was the only one that I had a little bit of fallout with, but it's so velvety and smooth. I honestly didn't care. I was like, okay, fallout, that's more makeup. I want all of it. And the rest of them, all of the pigments come up incredibly. You can see here all of the dimensions of the different glitters in this pigment, and they are just stunning. Oh my goodness. I want to do a galaxy eye, so it's going to be very dramatic today. On one side, I'm going to do warm colors. We're going to do the cool colors on the other side, and we're just going to play around with it a bit. We're going to go for like a solar flare kind of look, where we have this, the lunar eclipse. Okay, when I use the brush, I get some more fallout. That's no matter. Sorry, wrong color. Black Matter. I'll bring you closer to hear my terrible puns and also to look at the makeup. You're welcome. Every time. I hit my palette every time. But already, look at that color. Incredible. All right, I'm gonna put this as my base color. I'm gonna put it all across my eyelid. It's very dense where I first put it on, and then the rest of it sort of blended out as I got less on my brush. So you really need to pack it on there if you want a more dense color, which I do today. More like that. We're gonna do the Lucid Dream right here, and then go about halfway. Ooh, they do blend really well. I think I'll actually take some of the Astrid Lust. I wasn't sure if I was gonna use this, but I think I will. Closer to the inner corner. With a different brush, we're gonna take Storm Dust, which is right here, and put that one on the outer edges and just like really pack it on there. I'm gonna do a couple of different glitters because I can't decide on one. But before I do that, I'm gonna take a smaller brush and then bring down some of the different colors so I can do a halo eye look. We're gonna go back in with the Lunar Eclipse. Some of Lucid Dream as well. I'm just trying to blend it in a similar way to the top. And then finally, the Astrid Lust. I do indeed look like a raccoon, or possibly a Disney villain. What would my evil power be? Like giving people black eyes that are actually just makeup? We all know I'm really good at that. So I'm gonna do Fireball as a shimmer over the majority of the eyelid. Also, we're gonna clean this little bit up in a minute. You know what, I just have to do it right now. I can't even stand it. Okay, fam, yes, better. So we're gonna put Fireball all over the center of my eyelid. Look at that. That's amazing. I'm continuously being blown away by this palette. We're gonna take Solstice and have that be the very center of the eye. If I did a cut crease, that may have shown up more, but I think I'm just gonna pack more of it onto my finger. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, there we go, that's better. Ooh, I don't know about you guys, but I already love this side of my face. Normal person, watcha, other side. I don't actually have a plan for this side, so we're just gonna do things and then see what happens. So on this side, we're gonna start out with 0. Yeah. And there she sat for 89 years. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna do Mystic Ice. I don't know where it's taken me. I don't think we're gonna be able to do the plan I had before where we do like warm colors, cool colors, or however I said it before. But the plan is still gonna happen. It's still gonna be great, and we're still gonna be doing, I picked a brush that was dirty, and now I have orange on my eye. 'Twasn't the plan. And even though we don't have a plan for this eye, that was not it. I'll be back. I have to put a little bit more makeup back onto the eye because I just rubbed it all off. I realized that before I left, I hadn't told you guys the trick I do after I've accidentally messed up my eyeshadow. Basically what I do is I put concealer on the bottom of my eye and then around the top. It works as a base coat for your eyeshadow, so then your eyeshadow shows up better, because I don't have an eyeshadow primer yet, but I'm getting one and I'm very excited about it. It's in the mail, on the way, with my next tipsy bag. So, clean brushes. Why do I only have 4 eyeshadow brushes? I don't, but the other ones are like in my closet, and we're not doing that today. But I've decided something while we were gone. This is not dramatic enough outward, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of the orange, the Lunar Eclipse, and we're gonna get more of that over to the side. Yes, take up the whole eyebrow. Back in now with a clean brush. We're gonna go into Mystic Ice and put that as our base. And I won't be shy now that I've recognized I'm doing the majority of my eye in this color since we're going to be mimicking the other side. Now that we've put on Mystic Ice, I'm going to use the other side of the brush and go into the Electric Amethyst, which is a shimmer, but I feel like it could work on the brush. So let's see, I'm going to try it. Oh, so it doesn't work as well as I had hoped, but it does look pretty freaking cool. All right. We're gonna do Astrid Lust, putting it on both eyes, which is this purple in the corner. Ooh, it looks entirely different on top of the blue than on top of the orange. Next, I'm gonna take Zero Gravity and have this be the inner color. Ooh, very smoky. Again, there's the messy inside part, but we're gonna take care of that. I want to do Stargaze, which is this shimmery blue. Oh, I didn't even do an outer corner. Okay, we're doing Dark Matter on the outer corner with my Pinkay because it is a shimmer, which as we saw before, the shimmer doesn't really come up very well with a brush. Look how brilliant that is. And then Stargaze is the blue. Gonna put that all over the eye. Just like on the other side, it really ties the colors together. Because this blue also has some purples in it, so that works really nicely. And then we're gonna pack on Eternal Light to the very center of the eye. This one particularly feels rather grainy. Ooh, well, that really perks up the eye, doesn't it? Even though it's very dark and menacing looking, the center of it is not, and that's nice. So we're gonna do a similar thing where we take the colors and pull them down, starting with the Mystic Ice color. And then we'll take some of the Astrid Lust and finish up with Zero Gravity in the corner. Okay, these galaxy eyes are seriously cool. I'm just gonna clean up the edges a little bit. All right, I am actually going to go back into the Eternal Light one and just place that in the corners. Oh, yes. Putting Eternal Light in the corners is a great corner color. Look at that. Awesome. Next, I want to do the lipsticks before I put on my mascara or fake eyelashes because I have a couple of different colors I want to do a mix of, and I'm not quite sure which ones in particular, but they all kind of fit the vibe. So on this side, I want to do more of this purple. It is the Maybelline SuperStay Matte Ink. All of them are. Most of my lipstick that I'll show you, if they're ones that I'm not just like testing out, if they're mine, they're gonna be that. So we're gonna do 40 in Believer. Then I'm gonna do the same brand with 35 Creator. Whoa, well, it took over the bottom, which makes sense. Before that one is dry, I'm gonna go in again, because I covered it up, with number 40 in Believer on the inside of the lip. And then on the other side, I'm gonna do number 20 in Pioneer. Number 50 in Voyager. And put the darker color in the center as I did on the other side. All right, now that we've done our lips, I'm gonna go and put on my mascara, eyeliner, and lashes, and then I'll be back. All right, here is the final look, or should I say looks. On this side, we have a sort of solar flare, hot star kind of vibe, And then on this other side, we have our cooler colors with our black matter, black hole, antimatter. Here's a close-up of the final look. So, for my first impression of the Celestial Storm palette by Dominique Cosmetics, this is one of the best makeup palettes I have ever tried. It is a high-end palette, and it is pretty expensive, unless you get a good deal. So, I do think that it is more than worth the $12 that I paid. I don't know if I would spend $45 on it, but that's also just because I don't really have $45 to spend on a palette. If you can find a good deal on this, or if you really love the colors, honestly, go for it. Get yourself a nice treat. This is an incredible palette. All of the formulas are really impressive. They show up amazingly. They blend beautifully. There are 12 colors here, but there's such a huge variety of looks that you could do with this. I feel like you could use this palette forever. Well, actually no, because makeup expires every 2 years and you really shouldn't use expired makeup on your face. But this palette's incredible. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe down below. You can also hit the bell icon if you want to get notifications about future videos that I post every Wednesday and Friday. Thank you so much for sticking with me as I continue to define myself, and I will see you on Friday for a continuation of our celestial events. I don't think it's a special week anywhere but in my head, where I've decided it is. Anyway, awesome. See you on Friday.